Namaste to all students. Kusho Bidya. Myself, JV Dr. Kushbu Verma from Faculty of Agriculture and Veterinary Science. Today we are going to discuss about morphology of the cell and the difference in between prokaryotic and the eukaryotic cells. And this session is related to cell biology course of program BTech FBT and BSc FST second sem. So before going to start about this session, we have to understand and we have to know about the major events which has been happened in the history of the cell biology. So first major event was happened in 1655. Robert Hooke firstly observes cells of a cork tree through a primitive microscope. In 1674, Leeuwenhoek discovers the protozoan cells, and in 1683, Leeuwenhoek discovers the bacteria. Now come to the 18th century. So in the 1838, Sheldon and Schwann proposed the cell theory first, and then in 1857, Kolliker describes the mitochondria in muscles. Means it was the first discovery regarding the mitochondria in 1857. In 1882, Koch uses aniline dye to identify the bacteria causing tuberculosis and the cholera. In 1898, Golgi stains cells with the silver nitrate discovers the Golgi apparatus. So means in 1898, Golgi body apparatus has been identified. In 1857, mitochondria was firstly identified in the muscle cell. And in 1931, Ruska builds the first transmission electron microscope. In 1965, first commercial scanning electron microscope discovered, and in 1997, sheep, which is a genetically modified clone, so it was developed in 1997. So these are some major events which has been happened in cell biology. And if you are talking about the cell biology concept, so cell biology is the study about the cell. So cells can be prokaryotic and eukaryotic. It depends on the development of the cell. So that's why we have divided the broad category of cell. It can be broadly divided into prokaryotic as well as in the eukaryotic cells. So first of all, you have to understand what is the prokaryote and what is the eukaryote. So prokaryotes are the organism without a cell nucleus. Means prokaryotic cells will not have any kind of a well-defined nucleus and or any other membrane bound organelles. On the other hand, eukaryotic cells will be more organized, will be more complex structures. They will have a proper well defined nucleus and a cytoskeleton and membrane bound organelles. So prokaryotic cells are, most of the prokaryotic cells are unicellular, but some prokaryotes are multicellular. On the other hand, eukaryote cells are having most of the membrane bound structures, and they will have well defined nucleus. And one more thing, animals, plants, fungus and protists, all these examples comes into the eukaryotic cells. Now we are going to discuss about the basic difference in between prokaryotic cell and the eukaryotic cell. So nucleus is present in eukaryotic but absent in prokaryotic cell, but yes, genetic material will be available for the prokaryotic cells. Number of chromosomes, so eukaryotic cells will have more than one chromosome. In prokaryotic cell, only one chromosome will be present, but it is not a true chromosome, and it is also having an extra chromosomal DNA, which is also known as plasmid. Now come to the types of cells. So eukaryotic cells usually multicellular, but in prokaryotic cells are usually unicellular, but some cyanobacteria may be multicellular. Proeukaryotic cells are having true membrane bound nucleus, but in prokaryotic cell, nucleus is not proper well defined, so that's why it is called nucleoid. For eukaryotic cells, examples are animal, plants, fungus, and protists. But for the prokaryotic cells, examples are bacteria and the archaea. If you are talking about the genetic recombination, so eukaryotic cells are having meiosis division and the fusion of the gametes. But in case of a prokaryotic cells, genetic recombination will be partial and unidirectional transfer of the DNA will be happen. And lysosomes and peroxisomes are only present in the eukaryotic cells. They are absent in the prokaryotic cells. If you are talking about the microtubules, so similarly, they are present in eukaryotic cells but absent or rare present in prokaryotic cells. And endoplasmic reticulum, mitochondria, and cytoskeleton, these all three organelles are also present only in eukaryotic cells. They are absent in prokaryotic cells. Sometimes cytoskeleton may be absent or may be present. And if you are talking about the DNA wrapping on the protein, so in eukaryotic cells, DNA wrap up around the proteins which are known as histones. But in case of a prokaryotic cells, multiple proteins act together to fold and condense the prokaryotic DNA. Folded DNA is then organized into a variety of the conformation that are supercoiled and wound around the tetramer of the HU protein. So that is the DNA wrapping on protein concept difference in between eukaryotic and the prokaryotic cells. And if you are talking about the ribosomes, so in eukaryotic cells it is 80S, but in case of a prokaryotic cell it is 70S. Generalized means ribosomes will be larger in eukaryotic cells and smaller will be in prokaryotic cells. Vesicles will be present in both type of a cell, but Golgi apparatus will only present in eukaryotic cells. Now come to the chloroplast. So chloroplast is a special organelle which is only present in the plant cells, means they are only present in eukaryotic cells, but in the eukaryotic cells it is only present in plant cell. This chloroplast is absent in the prokaryotic cells. And chlorophyll, if we are talking about the pigment which is present in the chloroplast is chlorophyll. So chlorophyll will be can be present in the prokaryotic cells but in the form of scattered in the cytoplasm. And next characteristic is the flagella. So flagella in eukaryotic cell will be microscopic in the size, membrane, they will be membrane bound, and they are usually arranged as a 9 doublets surrounding 2 singlets, means 9 plus 2 arrangement will be available. In case of a prokaryotic cells, flagella are submicroscopic in size and composed of only one fiber. Means in eukaryotic cells there is a 9 plus 2 arrangement for flagella, but in prokaryotic cell only one fiber will be present. Now come to the permeability of nuclear membrane character. So as we have already known that nuclear membrane or proper well-defined nucleus is not present in the prokaryotic cells. So the permeability of the nuclear membrane characteristics will be absent in the prokaryotic cell. So in case of a eukaryotic cell, it is selective, means some selective molecule can transfer from the nuclear membrane and they can come out and they can come in into the nucleus. Now come to the next character, which is plasma membrane with steroid. So yes, in the eukaryotic cell it is present, but in prokaryotic cells it is absent. If you are talking about the cell wall, so cell wall only present in the plant cells and fungus. In eukaryotic cells, they are absent in the animal cell. But in case of a prokaryotic cells, cell wall is present, but usually chemically complex. In case of a eukaryotic cell, it is chemically simpler. And vacuoles are present in both kind of a cells. And if you are talking about the cell size, so for the eukaryotic cell it will be 10 to 100 micrometer, And on the other hand, in prokaryotic cells, cell size is 1 to 10 micrometer. Now come to the structure of basic difference about the structure of prokaryotic and the eukaryotic cell. So you can simply see the difference. This is the prokaryotic cell which is having this chromosomal material laid down in the cytoplasm, so that's why it is called nucleoid. They are having simply cell membrane, and this is a cell wall, and these are the flagellum. Ribosome will be present of 70s, and cytoplasm will also present. But in case of a eukaryotic cell, so it is well defined cell which is having well defined nucleus, having nuclear membrane. It will also have a nucleolus and chromosome material. On the other hand, they will also have smooth endoplasmic reticulum, rough endoplasmic reticulum, cytoplasm, mitochondria, Golgi apparatus, and ribosomes of ATS, and rough endoplasmic reticulum, lysosomes. All the things, all the organelles will be present, proper present, and Golgi apparatus will be present in eukaryotic cell. So this is the basic difference in between prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells, and eukaryotic cells will be more defined, more developed in comparison to the prokaryotic cells. So this is the sum up of this session, and if you are talking about what are the key points of this session, so for the competitive exam, examiner can ask to you that the cell organelles can be better be isolated by chemical analysis, autoradiography, X-ray diffraction, or differential centrifugation. What you will give the answer. And again, some other questions can be asked, like give answer with the complete label diagram of prokaryotic cells and the eukaryotic cells, and they can also can ask about the explain answer with the key point answers, and what is the nucleoid and nucleoid structure present in which type of a cell, and explain the type of the ribosome present in the prokaryotic cells, what is the basic difference in between the ribosomes present in prokaryotic and the eukaryotic cell, and chloroplast will be present in animal cell or not, and chlorophyll will present in prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells or not. So these are some important questions in context of the competitive exam. So now come to the difference about the plant cell and the animal cell. Plant cell and animal cells are both eukaryotic cells, but there are some basic difference in between the plant cell and animal cell. So we have to understand this concept also and difference also. So here I am sharing the structure of the plant cell. You can simply see this is the structure of plant cell, which is having cell wall. This is middle lamella. Golgi apparatus they will have large central vacuole. Chloroplast will also have, because plant cells are only the cell which are have in the eukaryote which are having the chloroplast, and chloroplast organelles are having chlorophyll pigment, which is involved in the photosynthesis process, and by which they can produce their own food, and they can release the oxygen molecules, and they can release this produce oxygen into the environment. And on the other hand, they will also have nucleolus, RER, mitochondria, proper nucleus. Plasmodesmata will also present in the plant cells to connect the neighbor or nearby plant cells. So this is the basic structure of plant cell. On the other hand, if you are talking about the animal cell, so animal cell will not have any kind of a cell wall will be absent, chloroplast molecule will also absent, and vacuoles will not be larger in comparison to the plant cell. There are small vacuoles will be present, there is no any kind of a central vacuole, and nucleus will be in the center, and SER and RER both are present, nucleus and nucleolus also present, peroxisome is also present, and microfilaments and secretory vesicles, lysosome, Golgi apparatus, all will be present. And if you are talking about the junctions in between two neighbor connecting animal cells, so there will be tight junction or desmosomes will be present for the connection in between neighbor cells. But in case of a plant cell, there was a plasmodesmatar connection. Here it is tight connection and desmosome connection in between neighboring cells. So this is the basic difference in between plant cell and in the animal cell. So this is the sum up of this session, and this session is powered by digital version 2.0 Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University Jaipur. If you have any query, then mention in the comment box. I will resolve it. Thank you.